so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I've never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bag. You ain't getting.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 24-yard line. 258. Check 55 to Mike. Time to go. Night.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling, and this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field, but at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And some space here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check it backer. Check it out.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check three. He's crashing. He's checking crash. What? Go.
Now a run with Cook. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Mike 54. You never run.
From the shotgun, Griffin. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Here we go. Get set. Time to end it. Let's go. You can't go. Here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And fights through one man. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They run again on first down. Cook, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down.
Check 50. Check more.
Here's Griffin. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Griffin. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, here we go. Check safety, check safety.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Jones trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Check pass. Tighten up.
Hey, check 26.
Check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Cat 300. Cat 300.
54.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check. 59. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Let's twist. Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9".
I got him.
Switch.
Cat 300. Cat 300. Go to 50.
From the 44, Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And the Vikings pick up the football. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on,
man. With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside. That's what we saw there. Nice.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
A gain of 13 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, come on. Deuce. Hatch it. No. Back. Check. Alert 3.
On second down, Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The Vikings first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got you, son. 36.
Out of the gun, Griffin. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On second down, it's Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Check three, check three, check three. Slam, slam, slam. Shift, shift. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They go play action with Griffin. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go one more. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the safety creep. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You must be dreaming.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or
go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Rush in, rush in.
They run. Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 13, Griffin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. I got him. Kill.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Griffin. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Quarterback,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Check 52. Hey, watch that.
Yo.
54. Mike, 54.
It's just me and you.
To throw is RG3. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, watch it.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Throwing on 2nd down, Griffin. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch 54. Gotta do better.
On 3rd down, Griffin. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
58. It's 59. Right now, you got 58. Pilot, 64.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He's got Adams on the hookup. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 34 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Again, it's Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Watch the slant. Mike's 50. Check pass. Mike 50.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Vikings.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Check 24. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 3. He's coming. 64. Wait. Double up. Shut up.
On first down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Watch the whip. Check your hot read. Check.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hot seven. Under 10. 10. Check 99. 25. Check 25.
Here's Griffin to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check 26. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
319.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, this is Wilson. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's get it. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Big step, Mike. Check 3. Live. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Look again. Protein spill.
He's checking.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers looking to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
$319.
54. Mike, 54. Go.
630. 26. Greystone travel.
Quick dash. Go. Check 31. Under.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The tip by Tavecchio is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check hot route. Hot.
One last shot for RG3. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's all over.